Hello, everyone, and welcome to my new apartment. Hello. We're finally here. It's been a minute. It's taken me a good minute to really get settled here. A lot's been happening, a lot of really great things. I've been trying to just take it day by day, take it all in. And also, I've never been busier. So I don't know what's going on. My social life, through the roof. I honest to God, have never had more plans in my life. This is the first weekend I'm actually home. I forgot what my apartment looked like for a second. I was like, oh yeah, that's right. I live here. Hello, Zara. She's going to be making a few cameos during this. Please have a seat. I've got a great episode for today. An amazing one. It's relevant. We all need to discuss it. It's very serious. We all should really just buckle up because it's going to blow your mind. I don't know why I'm saying all that. In terms of personal updates, I will not be sharing any. Yes, you heard that right. None. I'm keeping my yap shut. The only thing I'm willing to share is that I've been rocking what I would consider one of the coolest landing strips I've ever seen. I pretty much will tell anybody who listens. I also can't believe that I just shared that with the internet, but I don't know. I'm very pleased with it. Hee. My rule is if it's on my person, I'm allowed to discuss it. It is my show. It's my life. I'm not hurting anybody in the process. It's totally fine for me to share. I've decided it is. I'm going to keep that in. Anyways, so yeah, sorry to bum you out. I will not be giving any updates on my love life. Just know it is very interesting. Very interesting. In terms of life, I'm having fun. I'm in my Brooklyn era. It's a new chapter. I'm feeling excited. I've got my routine down. Life is good. I mean, what the hell else could you ask for? And also, like, once this show of mine kind of takes flight, needs to, spread its wings a little bit more, then I will start sharing about my personal life. But until then, it's absolutely a waste of time. Unless you guys really want to hear about it. If so, comment down below. And I'll spill the tea. I'll give you the tea. Only if you ask for it. Anyways, today is a pretty interesting topic. We need to talk about love. Love, yes. The topic of love is quite literally my Roman Empire. I think about it every day. Nonstop. It's the one thing that's always on my mind. I'm always reading about it, writing about it, trying to understand it, trying to find it, trying to manifest it, trying to attract it. And as you can imagine, I've pretty much come across every explanation of it until recently. I came across this video. It blew my goddamn mind. This video blew my panties off, and I just was like, whoa. Slow it down here for a second. Let's re-listen to that. Oh, okay, you're saying love is what? Got it. Like, it was one of those moments. You see, where is my lip gloss? And according to my astrologer, Metab, love is like the main theme of this lifetime for me. It's evident. It's just all over the place. Like, all of my lessons are delivered through love and relationships. Everything I discover about myself is kind of evoked when I'm in these experiences with other people and la. Whether I'm meant to have it in this lifetime or not, I'm not entirely sure. I will have to book additional time with Metab. But the last we spoke, that is what he said. And as you can imagine through this journey I've been on, especially coming out of my Saturn return, which, by the way, did a real 10 out of 10 number on me. I thought I was prepared for it. I was not. I was like, you know what? This won't be as bad if I just do my due diligence ahead of time and it'll be fine. No, wrong. Everything you thought you knew, out the window. It's gone. Everybody you thought you cared about, you might not care about anymore. You'll lose your job, get a new job, quit that job, do a backflip, sing Whitney Houston, and then get on with it. It's just like, it's a lot. It is a lot. but I survived. And what was funny is the universe really made sure it gave it to me. It absolutely bent me over until my birthday, up until the day of my birthday. Jesus Christ. So if you're about to go through your Saturn return, I'm praying for you. But coming out of that, I had like an exceptional perception on love. And it all kind of started to make sense. I was like, got it. Wish that could have been written to me in English, not Japanese, politely, gently, maybe 5 years ago. But no, it's okay. Let's just make this thing an absolute circus. That's what we're going to talk about. Love. This video, it opened my eyes. I realized we're getting it all wrong, especially today. Today, in the year of 2025, I feel like love has completely lost its value, its meaning. We've spun it up to be something that it is absolutely not. We've forgotten about it. We've soiled it. We're fearful of it. I mean, it goes on and on. Now more than ever, this is very important to discuss. Let's just consider this my PSA and my last attempt at saving society. Okay. But yeah, I do think about love nonstop. It's always like, I don't know, it's my Roman Empire. I already said this, but it really is, where it's the books I read, it's the podcasts I listen to. It's this thing I've always tried so hard to understand and find and whatever. And my first mistake was trying to find it, okay? Because what I realized from this video and various other teachings is it's not an object. It's not a possession. It's not something you can go out and find. It's not this thing that's outside of you that you're only going to experience with this one person you're now in limerence with over whatever. It's horrible. And it's this thing that so many of us will hire an Etsy witch to have land on our lap, like to get this thing finally. And we think that it's only this thing that you can experience with another person. It's just not. Love isn't a possession. If you want a possession, go buy yourself something. I mean, go shopping. Retail therapy does wonders, okay? Those are possessions. It's not a material thing. It is an energy. It is a way of being. It's also a presence. But the most profound discovery I really had, and there's many, but one of the most, was that it's entirely coming from within you. When you meet somebody, you are making a choice to give and receive love. But that means that love has to be coming from inside of you to the other person. So its origination is, you guessed it, right here, inside the house. Okay, the call is coming from inside the house. I don't know what that means. I've heard that expression once. I just tried to use it in real life. I fear that I failed. So that makes total sense, because I can't tell you how many nights I've cried and been like, why can't I just have love? It's not this thing that you just go out and buy and experience and then you've got it in your hand. It's not. And a lot of us, once we find love, or we're willing to give and receive it with someone else, we clench onto it and asphyxiate it like a boa constrictor, okay? That's not love either. That's control. If you want something that you can grip onto and suffocate and control, then really you're looking for a well-trained German Shepherd. I don't think that's love. But the thing is, love takes work. And I had asked ChatGPT, I asked Chat, what do people not understand the most about love? And it's that it should be easy, that it should just take no effort, no work. It should be perfect, peaches and roses and butterflies and hoorah, always. And that if, God forbid, a challenge arose, if God forbid a challenge came up, that it would mean that it's not real love. Not true, okay? The thing is, love is freedom as well. It means freedom. There's no control. There's no expectations. There's no conditions. Emphasis on unconditional love. What does unconditional mean? No conditions. Okay, so then why do we put a laundry list of expectations, requirements, whatever, on this thing that we're looking for called love? Why? That would make it conditional. Oh, I'll only love you if you do X, Y, Z. I'll only love you if you're this type of person. I'll only love you if you do this for me. That is transactional. That is not reciprocity. Oh God, I'm jumping all over the place. Bear with me. The thing with reciprocity is that we also think that love should always be 50-50. That is not love. Okay? At that point, you're looking for like a settlement. It's like, I don't know what that is. It will never be 50-50. It will ebb and flow. It's not this thing that you can just halt in one place and be like, yep, from now on, this love, this thing that we're going to call love has to be 50-50 from here on out. That is an agreement. If you want an agreement, go draw up a contract. Not love. Keep love out of it. At some point in time, it'll be 70-30, 40-60, 90-10 on someone's bad day. You have to learn and communicate with your partner, this person that you're choosing to share and receive love with, where you're at. It's as simple as that. Just communicate it. I'm also noticing, like, of course, we're not able to find or receive or give or understand love when we don't even know what the hell it means, okay? That's 90% of most of our issues, okay? A lot of times, our wounds and our fears are disguised as love, and we think that it's love, but in fact, we just have a debilitating anxious attachment style, or we have fears of abandonment, or fears of getting hurt, fears of letting people in, whatever. Love is not fear. Love is not abandonment. Love isn't insecurity. It's also not lust, okay? That feeling when you think you're in love and it's this butterfly sensation in your stomach when you first meet this guy. No, that is lust. And psychology says that feeling, the butterflies, the debilitating sensation that makes you have heart palpitations, makes you question if you should go back to therapy. You should always be in it, but in case you stopped, you ponder if you should go back. That is your nervous system telling you that you are actually unsafe or that you feel unsafe. So by now, you should probably be able to understand what love is definitely not. And what it is really this energy, this feeling. The most important thing about love is its freedom. It is the freedom for both people to express themselves exactly as they are, healthy communication, of course, but for them to express themselves, be vulnerable, open up. It's the freedom for them to drift apart and come back. There will be drifts, ebbs and flows. If we're going to call love like water, there's going to be ebbs and flows. But it's loving that person unconditionally, no matter what stage they're at, no matter where they are in life, no matter what they're working towards and what their passions are. You have to love unconditionally because love is freedom. This other thing I heard was that love and loss are in the same dance. They're in the same goddamn routine, okay? MSG, you bought a ticket. When you want to see love, you're also going to get lost. And in some cases, it might have an expiry date because it's not this thing that's going to be lost from you. You don't lose love. You might fear losing a person, a specific person, but you cannot lose love because people, where does it originate? inside, it's inside, ready for you to give it to the next person, give and receive to the next person. Should you choose to, should you both make a conscious choice to do so. And the most fascinating part, because I was just like, okay, if that's what love is, right? And if I'm able to evoke it from within myself and it's inside of me at all times, then how do I still attract it in my life? You see what you feel me? And that's the thing. It's simultaneous. It's a mirror to what you embody and what you experience. Your wholeness with yourself and the love that should be radiating from the inside out attracts it. Of course, because you attract what you are. So the key to finding it is never seeking it from anywhere else but yourself. And if you're finding that you're not experiencing it, or it's not being reflected to you as you would like in your 3D reality, then guess where you got to go looking? Inside of you. That is exactly where, because you're clearly doing something that's either self-abandoning, not compassionate, your self-worth might be low, or you might still be treating love as a possession that you are going to go to the grocery store and find in aisle 9. Not the case. It's so not the case. Now back to my point about love and loss, okay? The two cannot exist without each other. They really can't. Love is just an energy that evolves and grows and expands, and it really has no limits. You can either experience love through partnership or loss or from yourself. It's an energy. I think a lot of us think that the purpose of love is to fix something, to fill something, to last forever. And it's not. Love is meant to transform you while it's there, in its presence. If it is real love, its expiration date doesn't really matter. It doesn't, because it's not this thing that's destroyed. It's not this thing that's just destroyed because you and this other person have separated. I can get into the illusion of separation another time, because it is an illusion. There's no such thing as separation if we're all one collective consciousness. But that is another topic, another episode. I've got 10% on this thing. It doesn't guarantee permanence. It doesn't guarantee healing. It doesn't guarantee that it's going to fill a void within you, because you might go and experience someone else's love, but if you don't have love within yourself, then my God, I mean, you are going to be in for a rude awakening. I've had to learn that one a couple of times. And now I'm doing a great job at really pouring it into me. And I've seen my reality kind of reflect a much different outcome. When we're talking about love, we really can't talk about love without talking about attachment. Because what our attachment style will reveal to us is where we need the most help with how we approach love. Now, to bring us home, you really can't talk about love without talking about attachment and the different attachment styles. The two are very much so related. A lot of us confuse our anxious attachment for love, either thinking love is going to fix it, or that's what we're missing and that's what we're hoping to receive, this thing that we're going to call love. When really, let's say you have an anxious attachment style. If you're craving validation and reassurance and closeness, that's what you're craving, okay? You're not craving love. Love is something separate. Again, those are words. Those are things like validation that you should be able to give yourself, but that's a separate topic. We'll get into the attachment styles in a whole other episode. It's also not avoidance. Love isn't like an excessive amount of space and hiding. Again, love is a choice. Love is a choice that you show up every day giving and receiving. So it has nothing to do really with your attachment styles. Your ability to soothe your own attachment style is technically a form of love itself, because you're giving yourself the love that you think you're seeking, therefore becoming exponentially more magnetic. But for the most part, a lot of the things that come up for you in your attachment styles are really just your fears and your wounds. That's not love. And it's not something love is going to fix either. That comes from, you've got to do work. You've got to do your work on yourself. I just love this topic because, again, like for so long, I thought I knew how to manifest it. I thought it was this thing that would come in the form of a person that I would one day meet. And I was so wrong. I was so wrong about it. I thought it was just this thing that you could only experience when you meet somebody you love. But really, what is love? What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more. We've got all the cats here now, all of them. And I'm so happy. I just think that especially today, when we've created the society that we have created today, with the dating apps, the infinite access to pretty women there and men, just it's like overload. And it's not this thing we really value anymore. It's not this thing we really understand anymore because we're so fearful of it, or we're confusing our anxious attachment for it. And it's just like this disaster we've created, where you have a connection with somebody and you think the first sign of a conflict is like that it's not love, or the first sign of like having to go through a tough time together is like, oh, this isn't it, can't be it, let's move on to the next. And it's so easy to move on to the next. It's just a matter of a swipe, a heart, a next, a thing, a text, a drunk text, a whatever, and you're off to the next person. That is like ridiculous. That's ridiculous. Because then you're still, if that's how you're still operating as if this love thing is something out there and you'll just find it so quickly in the next person. That's avoidance. It just doesn't work like that. It's this thing that comes from you. It's this thing, this energy, this presence from within you. And then you make a choice one day and you're like, you know what? I'm going to give and receive love with this person. Really, it's just like finding somebody who you're willing and able to build a solid foundation with, who you feel safe enough giving and receiving love with. And then you guys make a conscious choice to grow together in an upward trajectory. It's never going to be linear, okay? Some might grow apart, some might grow together, but love is giving that person the freedom to grow into their own soul's journey, whatever it is, their own destiny. And that's not up to you to control. Today, it's made it impossible. And think about it. Like, we just don't value it anymore. We don't value connection as much as we used to. We don't value love. We're just like, yeah, it's kind of more fun being alone and like going to Chez Margot. Like, I don't know what that is. You're not going to find love in the basement of gospel, and you're certainly not going to find it at the box. Like, it's this thing coming from within you, and it's something that you're going to have to grow and work through with somebody else should you choose to give and receive love with a specific person. That's the truth. We do this thing where we drill hyper independence, where it's like, I don't know what that is, why we're doing that, where it's like, you only need yourself, just focus on yourself, yourself and you. All you need is you. Be alone, find solitude. It's just drilling into us avoidance, and it's completely like diminishing how special it is to give and receive love. If you had to send a pigeon to connect with somebody, you'd value it a little bit more. You would have invested a significant amount of effort to train the pigeon, send the message, hope it gets there in 2 to 3 business days and the message is delivered. Whatever, like now it's just heart, like, swipe, it's awful. We don't value love and connection as much because of course it's so easy. My God, imagine having to send a horse. I'm old fashioned. I really am. I am old fashioned and I believe in this so much. And I just think that we've lost the plot. We've forgotten what it means, and we've forgotten how to experience it. We've put so many rules and contracts, and I think that's why the divorce rate is so high, is because absolutely suffocating the shit out of love, where we're like, if you love me, then you're going to have to do X, Y, Z. And the moment that something goes tits up, you're on the hook for it. That sounds like a whole lot of conditions for me. You know, it's a lot of conditions. For somebody who's trying to experience unconditional love, that's one I'm going to politely sit out of. Anyways, guys, that's all the rambling I have for today. Thank you guys so much. Please like, follow, share, subscribe. Check out my TikTok. I'm doing celebrity tarot readings on TikTok. And comment down below if there's something you want me to talk about next, okay? I love you guys. Bye.